What's good, Black Star Podcast? This is your boy Jared, and I need to make sure this is actually playing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the stream right quick, and I'm going to make sure your boy isn't sounding crazy as hell. So, let me mute right quick. Sounding crazy as hell, so let me mute right quick. Alright, so hopefully this is sounding crazy as hell. Guys, I really gotta get a new fucking mic. This one's starting to go bad, but you know how this is. It's YouTube, and today we're gonna be talking about the Divestors, and one of their biggest contributors has gotten their channel terminated. Like I said before, they've gotten their channel terminated because they did not follow the YouTube guidelines, and YouTube got sick of that shit. God damn, I got everything fucking going on today. But today is going to be one of those days where there's going to be some truths and some facts being proven here. Because, let's be honest, these divestors, these black women that worship white men, are a cancer, if you will. They are a cancer to the black community and to black men, and they need to be dealt with. So today is going to be one of those conversations that we're going to have about said sisters or these women. But let me get my. I'll be back in about 2 seconds, 3 seconds tops. Alright, guys, I'm back. I have to get a chair that's actually better for me because my fucking leg is hurting like a motherfucker right now. But these divestors are very hypocritical in their own messaging when they're talking about dusty black men. Because a lot of these sisters will then date a dusty Brad. Oh heck, I ain't holding no smoke. I ain't holding nothing back today. Because Cynthia G was putting out a message telling black women to worship white men and white supremacy. And instead of being loving and caring to the black men that they birth and that they have children from. So, I want to make sure StreamYard or OBS is working correctly, because this is one of them. This is a show that is gonna hurt some feelings, but it's also gonna be some truths. So a lot of these sisters will date a white man that's in a critical point in his life to where they're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing as men. But they would tell a black man that's working hard, making himself a asset to the community. They will call that man a dusty and say that they don't want to struggle love, but then they'll be struggling it up with a Brad that's not working, that doesn't have any money, that doesn't have anything of value but his skin tone. And that's the fucking truth. A lot of these sisters are out here spreading a message saying black men are dusty, black men are this, black men are that, black men are trash, delete all black male babies. And it was a white woman that got Cynthia G's channel demonetized and ultimately terminated. It wasn't a black man. It wasn't even a black woman. It was a white woman, and that white woman understood that the message that Cynthia G was pushing was a danger to black men as well as to black women. Yet, you have a lot of sisters out there in the community talking about, oh, Cyn G is going to be back. Cynthia G is going to do this. Cynthia G is going to do that. Cool. But the problem also stands in here. While you're talking about dusty black men, the very men that you somehow attract to yourselves, you don't typically ask yourself why you're attracting dusty white men as well. You ask about why you were attracting dusty beta male black men, but then you're out here with a dusty beta male white man that's broke, not working, and is racist. Let's face it, most of these white guys that date black women, they only see these women as concubines and women to be conquered. They don't look at them as human, they look at them as beasts that need to be conquered. If you ask a white man, they feel like, I want to sleep with a black woman, I want to have sex with a black woman, but I would never marry a black woman. Why? Because they want to know that they can conquer a beast. That's what they see black women as. But the problem is, you have these dumbass broads out here talking about, oh, we worship white zaddy. But the question remains, why are you getting an 8 shit Brad when you can get a black man that's valuable, and there's more of those black men than there are dusty black men? See, there's a idea that I've come up with as to why that these women do that. And you wanna know what it is? Because they know that the black men that they want will never be with them. And why is that? Let's see. They're hateful, arrogant, angry, destructive, destroyed their own lives, got a lot of school debt, thinking that their education means that they're valuable, and all sorts of things. But you never hear them saying any of this stuff to a white man, let alone the fact of this too. They will sit there and say, oh, we need to change up our attitude, change up the way that we talk, the way that we act, so that we can get a man of a different race. Knowing that they literally act very arrogant and abrasive to black men. They are acknowledging the fact that they are very abrasive, very very disrespectful, and very hostile towards black men. They literally understand that they are. But where it comes in at, they understand that they're gonna have to check. They're gonna have to change for Hector. They're gonna have to change for Keith. They're gonna change for Lee. They're gonna change from what's his name, Muhammad. They're gonna have to change for any other race of men but the black men, and that is to why that is. There's only one thing that I can clear, and that is they worship white supremacy. Here's the thing: They believe that if they change the way they act, they change the way they look by putting Becky's hair in their head, by putting Maria's hair in their head, by putting Braziliana's hair in their head, that they're gonna attract the white man of value. As I've stated before, white men only look at them as beasts to be conquered. Nothing more, nothing less. Beasts. That's what they look at them as. And it's so crazy told that there's a black woman that O'Shea did a video on, and she was crying about Brad not picking her. Why is that? I have no idea. But Brad didn't pick her, and she was on TikTok talking about, I know I'm unstable, I know I'm this, I know I'm that, but I deserve a Brad. Excuse me? Ma'am, you don't even deserve a fucking cereal box. And you're talking about you deserve a Brad. Ma'am, it is so a shame. It's so shameful that the very men that you talk about that you don't want to be with are the very type of men that you're asking to protect you from Brad when he go upside your motherfucking noggin. That's sad to me. Brad will go upside your motherfucking noggin and not give a damn about you or your well being, and will literally delete you at the top of a hat. And then you're out here crying around talking about black men need to protect me. Tell me something. How can we save you from the enemy if you're sleeping with the enemy? Answer that question. How can we protect you from an invader if you're wanting to be with the invader? How can you want to build? Say you want Black Wall Street to be built back up when you're sleeping with the man that destroyed Black Wall Street? Answer that question. You worship these men, and then these men are the very ones destroying you and destroying your sons, destroying your daughters, putting an putting an ideology inside of their heads that will turn them against their own. You want to know why the black community is in such a disarray? You want to know why? Because you constantly have women like this destroying the very image of black men. You know it's true. They destroy the very image of black men and then want black men to build. How can you want black men to build if you're constantly destroying their image? How can you want black men to do this and that when you're constantly berating black men, constantly saying that you want to delete black men, constantly saying that you wanna be with Brad, constantly saying that you don't want anything to do with black community or black men or the black community? Yeah, you got all this smoke for the dusty ones, but yet you don't have smoke for your dusty sisters. Am I wrong? There's a lot of black women that are dusty, very dusty, in fact, actually, very arrogant, jobless, have multiple baby daddies, bodies dusty niggas, bodies dusty brads, bodies dusty as non-black men, getting pregnant by the same Pookie and Ray Ray type. They're angry. They are angry at the fact that these men are attracted to them. They never want to answer that question. When you have a brother that may not be an a panty wetter, don't have the flow of biscuits, juices down south. Had a man that's a brilliant mind, a mind that is an inventor, a mind that is creative, a mind that is very astute, a man that punches above his weight, a man of value. You will overlook that man quickly for a man, for a male that isn't even willing to wash his own drawers. Can somebody say it? Nobody wants to have that conversation, least upon the sisterhood. Nobody wants to answer that question because they know they attract the worst of the worst of white men. They understand that. It's no problem that they know that they attract those men, and those are the men that they want. They believe that they're gonna attract a Brad that's a billionaire, like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or Grant Cardone, in fact. That they're gonna attract a men of those value, of those calibers, living in a Section 8 apartment with 4 kids, saying that they're tens when they look like twos on a good day. Talk about me if you want to. I may not be the best looking man on the doggone planet, but you know what? I can tell you this. I'm damn near smarter than a lot of these dudes you can pray by. I can tell you that much. In fact, I can prove it. And this is for all the black women that think that black men are stupid. See, when it comes to me, and a lot of you sisters are gonna not believe this, but you can choose not to believe, because I really don't give a fuck. Because a lot of you dusty broads don't even know what 2 plus 2 is. Y'all gonna say 2 plus 2 is 22 when it's fucking 4. We all know that. Let me give you a little peek into my mind. For those of you Section 8 living broads that don't listen, they don't listen to anything that any black man says. Hector, a lot of you, do I want to say that on YouTube? I think I will. A lot of these women are fucking costumes. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of these women are fucking costumes. You can read the rest of what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, and I'm going to just leave it at that. Some of these women are costumes, and I'm not talking about because of their makeup. That's not what I mean. Some of these women are costumes. But, and also, they are running out of customers real quick. Think about it. They're literally online showing the worst of themselves to everybody in the fucking world. They're showing themselves to everybody in the world. The worst parts of them, the worst attitudes of them. And I'm gonna hate to say it, but it's not even all black women that are doing that. It's the ratchet ones. The ET phone home ones. The ones that think that everything is a fucking bag. You disrespect yourself just to get a bag. But let's get back to what I was going to say. Let me give you a little peek into the operation and mindset of me. There are 42 different things that are going on in my taste simultaneously. 42. I'm gonna give you two or three of them, or four. Math, because I'm constantly calculating my bills, my cost per per house cost for my household, the income I would need to start and to expand my businesses, along with investing in this podcast, different cars that could be an asset to me per this channel, guns that could be valuable for this channel for me to review. That's only four. I'm thinking about real estate. That's five. I'm thinking about different businesses and business ventures that I could potentially expand in, including Toro, leasing out my car. That would be another income. That's six. The interest rates that are constantly going up because of our ignorant ass fucking president sending billions upon billions of dollars to Ukraine and to Israel for their little skirmishes, not even putting back into the fucking country. That's eight. Where my life is going, that is nine. The goals I have for myself by the time I turn 30, because I am only 24, that's 10. That's roughly 25% of what I'm thinking about constantly on a daily basis. The only thing that you broads are talking about is how your hair looks. Can I get a foodie date? What about my OnlyFans? That's what you lot. That's what a lot of you broads are fucking thinking about. My three things, my fucking 10 to 11 things that I just said on this channel, compared to your three things that are superficial. The fuck is that? Hold on. Bruh, I don't believe what this goddamn dishwasher just did. It just hit this fucking rinse cycle and shit sound like fucking static electricity going off. I'm like, the fuck is going on? I thought it was a computer or the fucking TV in the room. But back to it. Compared to my 10 things, 10 to 11 things that I just fucking mentioned off the top of my head, a lot of you chicks are thinking about superficial shit. You're thinking about shit in the now instead of shit in the future. You don't think about the different consequences that a lot of you are dealing with. Sorry about that. You're not thinking about your future. You're thinking about your current state. I'm thinking 5, 10, 12 years down the line. While you're thinking the next 20 minutes. That's the life of a successful black man. That's the life of a black man that's wanting to succeed in life. You're thinking about something completely different. Hector, you ain't shit. Yeah, a lot of these motherfuckers look like goddamn Doctor Strange's fucking abominations. If you want me to be honest here, but I'm trying to be a little nice right now. But Hector, as long as there's no shoebox BS school like Doctor Strange, you'll be all right. Oh, most certainly, I will be all right. Cause you know why? I'm always thinking about things that could improve my life. There's so many different avenues that I want to go on, but I can only go on one. I can only get on one path that could expand to multiple paths. And right now, I'm trying to weave myself into that path while Sisterhood, the Divestors, are trying to weave into Brad's bedroom. Trying to think of every little slick way, every little slick thing they can do to try to get in his bed in place of Becky. Look at Travis Kelsey. And I forgot the bitch's name. Travis went back to Becky, aka Taylor Swift. And she's over there crying about trying to be with Travis Kelsey. But let her tell it. I had me a Brad. Brad didn't want me, but I'm gonna go get me another Brad. That man only spent $100 on you within the 5 years that you've been together. Never proposed, never did anything else. $100. He gets with Taylor Swift and he spends $2,500 on roses. Make that make sense? Y'all ain't Serena Williams. Y'all ain't Venus Williams. Y'all ain't Tamara. Y'all ain't none of these women. Even these women are still getting divorced. It's funny how you think that just because those women got with Brad's, look at their contribution or um look at their portfolio. They're not as successful as their wives. The wives are the breadwinners and they're the house husbands. Hell, look at Jimmy Mai. Jimmy Mai said that she likes her she likes her dark meat on the side, but she's lean. But she wants light meat to be lean and mean, or to keep her lean. Hmm. What happened to him? Jimmy Mai got divorced from her first husband, which was a white man, and he left and went got with another white woman, and he called Jimmy Mai trash. Jeezy left her, and now she's trying to fight for custody and get that prenup expunged. Yeah, and this isn't even about Jeezy. See, white men. See, here's the thing that you divestors need to understand. White men will always go back to Becky. Becky don't worship them. Becky don't worship any of them. But there's that natural person to be with. Shout out to accountable commentary. Shout out to that brother. Y'all want everything to be handed to you. Y'all want everything, including the white man, to fall into your lap, or I should say, between your legs. Then you get angry when they leave for another, for Becky. You don't realize that Becky will always be a part of Brad. They birthed them, they raised them, and they think like them. Yeah, yeah. But that's my little 2 cents on this subject. Ladies, you're gonna have to realize this Brad is not willing to be with you because he don't want to give up that white wealth. You know it's true. Don't get upset. Get glad with the glade because yeah, I'm your little brother and I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you see value in your brothers. But anywho, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I will see you guys on the flip side, and I believe I posted a video on Spotify yesterday. Please go watch that because it was about Africa. I will be posting that. Yeah. Oh, actually, wait. That shit got posted this morning. The fuck? Okay, I guess. It got posted at 12 a.m. this morning. I didn't know that. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting this link in the description down below. Please go watch that or listen to that, whatever you want to fucking do. But anywho, Fox 5 Adams considering oh, Hector, email me that. Email me that story, please do. I'm about to fuck. Oh yeah, this gonna be fucking fire. Email me that, Hector. You know how to get to me. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I will see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Again, thank you to my moderator, Mr. Hector Sanchez. Thank you, big fella. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.